good, my brother?
Peace. And yes, we are, man. We definitely in the building. And we're going to talk about a couple of things, man. The Grammys was yesterday, and there was a lot of, drama surrounding the Grammys. First, the thing that popped off was Killer Mike, bro.
Yeah,
Killer
yeah,
Mike, you know what I mean? He was arrested. I'm going to play a little clip, small clip, and we'll talk about it.
sure.
Tell us about it. Tell us about it. So that was Killer Mike. He was arrested after he won three awards, three Grammys, I should say.
Yeah,
A lot of people, and first of all, huge accomplishment. Shout out to Killer Mike. But
yeah.
a lot of people started going down the conspiratorial lane, like, oh, he's a black man. They trying to let him know that no matter what you win, you still the end and all of that. How do you feel about that angle of the whole situation?
When I first saw it, when I initially saw him getting arrested and walked out after he won the three Grammys, three major Grammy awards. I think he had Best Rap Song, Best Rap Album, and Best Rap Performance. With his album, Scientists and Engineers, I immediately thought it was a publicity stunt. I was like, this shit's a stunt. Like
Right.
his brother walking out, looking all calm, walking out of here, it looks like a stunt. Then you start looking at further information, you hear that he had something going on with a security guard, that he might have had a
Right.
run-in with a security guard, and then little things. And after further information came out, it found out he wasn't really arrested at all, that he was detained for questioning, and then I think he got hit with a misdemeanor or something like that. So I don't want to get too far into the conspiratory role. I don't think that it really had much to do with him winning these Grammys. As many black people we've seen win Grammys, we ain't seen many of them walk out in fucking handcuffs. I thought it was corny on the LAPD's part for sure. I thought it was whack. I thought it was ill timed for this brother to really have probably the greatest moment musically in his life, no matter what you think about the Grammys, and we can get into that too. But I thought it was the timing was corny. I didn't think that they needed to publicize it the way they did. And if anything, I thought it was ill taste. But I won't go to conspiracy theory route. Not yet. I don't think it was that deep. You know, we like to do that here on the platform, really dig into those conspiracies. But I don't think this is one of those situations, in my opinion. But what's your thoughts?
Nah, that's what I was saying too. Like everything just can't be a conspiracy. Now, if we found out later on that, ain't nothing really happened like that, and they would just wanted to make, not the fact that he won three Grammys, the big headline, but the fact that he got arrested.
Right.
I mean, it's still at the end of the day, he still won three Grammys, and he ain't the first black person to win the Grammys. I'm thinking along the same line, so I'm not going to go down the and we go on that shit all the time. I mean, we'll go down that lane 100
That's our
miles an
lane.
hour.
That's our lane. That's the lane
But
right
this
there.
time, I think people was just reaching, man. Like if he got into a scuffle, whatever happened, he got into it.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? There's probably evidence, and I took him out of handcuffs. That just is what it is. I know today he was I think his son was getting a kidney transplant. I seen on the internet,
Yeah.
so hope that goes well and all of that. But I'm be honest, I haven't really. I'm so numb to music right now that I'm gonna be real honest. I haven't heard a lot of that album. Have you?
No, I haven't. I'm gonna be completely honest with you too. I rock with Killer Mike. I think he's a dope artist. I think he's a dope person, no matter what you want to say about him. I know we've had people say great things. We've had people say that he was a fucking fraud. So we've heard both sides of the spectrum. I mean, from people in this industry. So no, I didn't hear much of it. I can't say whether or not he's well deserving of it or not, but I was happy for the brother. I was happy he got up there, he did his thing, and he got it. But I almost feel the same as you, that music, they've shoved so much bad music down our throat. I mean, years and years of just terrible, low vibrational music that it's
Right.
hard to get attached to new things when you kind of already have the stigma that it's bullshit. So we kind of lean and stick toward the old, and that's fault to ours because it still is good stuff coming out, but it's so hard to find it amongst all of this bullshit. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So I salute him. But I feel the same way as you. Let me ask you about this because it seems like consistently right around this time, election year, Grammy season, football season, whatever the case may be, we have a contingent of black people to say this isn't our award. Black people shouldn't be pandering. I seen a lot of people on X having fun with Killer Mike talking about he's dancing for massa up there, happy about the Grammys. What's your thought about that angle that black people we don't need to feel so obligated to accept white awards and that conversation that is what's your thoughts about that, bro?
I mean, look, I agree to a certain extent, but people there. Even the next story we're gonna talk about Jay-Z. He was talking about he boycotted, he was still watching it. And that's just like us. We ain't rocking with the Grammys, but it's all over Instagram, it's all over Twitter. And you looking at the clips from the Grammys. So indirectly, you're still supporting the Grammys. I
Yep.
know I wasn't watching the Grammys, but when I heard Jay-Z was going on the stage, I sat down and watched that shit.
Right.
And I'm like, damn, I already know this shit gonna go crazy with Jay-Z or whatever from stuff that he said. But we'll get into that, in a few moments. But yeah, I think we need our own award ceremony. But like I was saying, we ain't gonna show up. If we start an award show and give Jay-Z or Meek Mill an awards, they ain't showing up.
Right.
It ain't. We've been to awards in Atlanta where people didn't. Regular old people wouldn't show up. You think Jay-Z would have showed up? They gave him an award. You think Usher would have showed up? They gave him an award. So we don't really support each other like that.
Right.
It was nice if it was called, I think, the Sheen Awards. If they gave Jay-Z a Lifetime Achievement Award and he showed up there, he would change that awards for 10 years. The awards would never be the same. It'd probably be the biggest thing ever after that. But these people won't show up. And I'm not saying I don't blame them, because I get it. Like, time is money.
Yeah.
Jay-Z's out here, moving around. Usher, Meek Mill, they making money, they moving. They ain't just sitting around playing PlayStation all day.
Right.
But we can't complain about it and not support each other. And as far as the white award, I mean, they love those white awards.
Yep.
They love the Oscars. They love the, whatever. They love the Grammys. They fighting for those Grammys.
Yep.
And then even if we get our own awards, right, it's still going to be people that slight it. Think of, oh, this some nigga, you know what? Because so it's like you're never going to satisfy everybody, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a narrative that we've paid close attention to throughout these 7 years. And looking at it, I look at it like this: the Grammys, the Oscars, Golden Globes, whatever the case may be, those may be white owned, but those are black ran. And you said something a little earlier that I kind of want to lean on. You look all over social media, you look all over media itself. Mm-hmm. We are dominating this shit. Let me ask you a question. Do you know who won Best Country Album last night at the Grammys?
Nope.
Do you know who won Best Pop or Rap or Best Pop or I don't know anything else other than hip hop and R&B?
Mike, and I think Little Durk might have won something I've seen, maybe, possibly. That's it.
Why do you know that? Because when you look at Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, Complex, New York Times, or whatever the fuck else, all they're showing is black greatness and black people winning. We don't know anything else. We are so popular and we are so looked at a hierarchy when it comes to music, athletics, acting, whatever the case may be, that we can't help but to kind of lean toward us. So although, yes, there may be white people that gain revenue from that, there may be white people printing up these awards and getting all these things, we got to stop saying that shit, man. And I think it's a rhetoric that it's easy to use, and a lot of black content creators like to run with it because it's popular and we like to talk about it on Twitter. But unpopular decision, these motherfuckers want this award. Killer Mike's black ass, as woke as he is and as much as he is for black power, and I believe it's genuine, he was up there praise dancing because he won 3 Grammys. Yeah. He wanted that shit. Jay-Z, you know what I mean, is as much as, matter of fact, we'll save that, but as much as a Drake or a Lil Wayne or whoever else acts like they don't want it, they only seem to complain when they don't get it. So underneath it, you want the shit. So I don't know, man. I don't watch the Grammys. I've never watched the Grammys. It's more so along the lines that award shows are corny as shit to me. So I've never really got into them. But I think that this narrative that we spin is kind of unauthentic when you really look at it, because it don't matter who the Meek Mill, from Meek Mill to Killer Mike to fucking Lil Durk or whoever, they want that shit. They want to be known as the best at their craft. And no matter if it's the BET award or this or that, no award compares to the Grammy. They've put it on that pedestal and it is not going nowhere. So as much as we need our own award, you also said it, how many people are realistically showing up, because how many people are holding it in the regard of a Grammy?